Oh my God. Okay. I was trying to do three things at one time, guys. I am so sorry. What is that?
Oh my God. Okay. I was trying to do three things at
Turn
one
on.
time. I'm so sorry.
Jen, you have to turn off your other, close out YouTube.
Oh, shoot. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry, everybody.
Ooh, okay. Welcome. Oh my God. We have new members. We have new members. Thank you for becoming, what is it? She got the finger. Thank you for becoming a new member. Happy, thank you for becoming a new member. Jen, I need you to close out that YouTube thing. I still hear YouTube. Close YouTube.
On my end, I don't have it open.
I hear a reverb. Okay. Hi, Bridget Lynn. Welcome. Thank you for becoming a new member. Steph Jean, love you. Thank you for becoming a new member. Oh my God. So I invited Jean back tonight. I'm going to come in and say hi to everybody. I invited Jean back tonight. Jen back tonight because Jen has been riding this whole roller coaster train with us since it happened. She was very instrumental in a lot of things that she's told us. She told us about the van, about they were searching the wrong van, that she just gave us a lot of breakdown. So let me come in and say hi to everybody, and then we'll get started. Whoo, let's see. Hi, Sarah Z. Sarah wasn't feeling well, so she had to go to bed. She sent me a message, and my phone is just blowing up. Lily had a live schedule tonight. She asked me to go in. I couldn't go into her live stream and cancel it, but I put it out on IG. That's what I was doing. She's going to reschedule probably for tomorrow. So if anybody knows of anybody that was going over to Lily's live tonight, she has to reschedule. She's not able to make it to do her live tonight. And she can't figure, I don't know why she can't do it from her phone, but she told me it was a long story. So, hi, Happy. Bridget, again, welcome. Steph, again, welcome. Sassy Nerd Girl, welcome. Hi, 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 hi. Oh, Sassy been busy. Hi, Susie. Hi. Hi, Big Bad Wolf. Let's see. Who else do we have? Hi, Barbie. Welcome. How are you? Hi, JG. How are you, sweetie? Let's see. Who else do we have? Samantha Stevens, Lot Lizard for Rent. How are you, Samantha Stevens? We're going to talk about that name, woman.
I know. I was just thinking that.
I love that name. She's got Bewitched along with some trucker trash.
That's okay.
Hi, Beverly. How are you? Let's see. What did she say? Have you had any good meals lately? Oh my God. Let's see. Who else? Hi, Sherry, sweetie. Hi, Snuggle Bunny. Oh, oh, Sherry told me the other night that she didn't love me anymore. Okay. I heard that, Sherry. Then you had to get off. They are new members. Yes, we have new members. Let's see. Who else do we have? Jennifer Positivity. Hi, sweetie. Welcome. Hi, Teresa. Welcome. Hi, Wendy. Welcome. Debbie Chavez. Hi, welcome. Hi, Danielle. Danielle, welcome. Hi, Vixie. Welcome. Renee. Hi, welcome. Oh, my goodness. I don't want to miss anybody. I don't want to miss anybody. Tina, my sweetie. Hi, welcome. I know we need to get Tina. I haven't checked anything on IG. I haven't checked any emails. I know we need to get together before the sentencing. I know the sentencing's April 5th. I haven't forgotten. I'm getting there. Trust me, I am. Hi, Karen. Welcome. I need to get better, but it's been a bad couple of weeks. Hi, Kelly all day. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Kathy at odds. Hi, welcome. Hi, G_5. Hi, Dorothy, my favorite golden girl. Hi, Lisa Cox. Welcome. Crystal Visions. Hi, sweetie. Hi, LaDonna. You know that's my cousin's name. My phone is blowing up. Hi, Lisa. How are you? Hi, quiet bitch. How are you doing? Let's see. Danielle, sweetie, hi. Linda, hi, welcome. Let's see. I think we have everybody now, so we can get started. Whew, my goodness. Jen.
Yes.
Let me remind everybody that wasn't here. The video is still up. Jen said last year, she said, they will be arrested. She said it's going to take a while. She said they may be arrested before the boy's body. Well, she said before the boys were found. She didn't actually say the word body, but we knew what she meant. And she also mentioned the fact that when they were talking about they took the father's truck into search it, she flat out said they're searching the wrong vehicle. She said he had an older model van. It was kind of brownish with orange on it. And guess what they found? A van or a truck with a brownish orange color that belonged to Trezell. So you weren't wrong about that. You also stated that the mother, the adoptive mother, Jacqueline, was the one that ran that family. And let us take a look at this picture so we can get that stance down that he had. And then we're going to play that interview. Jen hadn't seen any of that when she came on. She said that this man right here did whatever his wife told him to do. She did all the talking. When they did the interview with the news crew, she's the one that did the talking. This is the way he stood. I remember Amber saying it, and everybody else said that was that Chris Watts stance right there. There was also video that they found where she was going off and she just ran that whole household. This woman was a complete control freak. She really was. So let me just take that picture down, and I want to bring you these pictures of these sweet little boys. There's Orrin and Orson. At the time they went missing, they were 3 and 4 years old. They were reported missing in Cal City, California. They said they went missing on December 21st. We've always said those boys were missing before they left Bakersfield. And I said it when we first said the story, is that somebody, I said a social service worker or someone, and then they told me that no, once children are adopted, social services don't go over and check on the kids. I had stated that somebody probably wanted to see those kids. Turns out it was the biological mother that wanted to visit her sons because she had no idea those boys were adopted. So when that happened, that's when they reported them missing on December 21st of 2020. Have I got that right so far, Jen?
Yep.
So supposedly they were in the backyard. The dad was supposed to be collecting firewood. They had on no jacket, no shoes. We had the aerial shot of the backyard, and I should have pulled all of that, but I had a really rough day today at work. I was working my butt off, and there was no way for those boys to get out that backyard, even with the way the gate was. The thing was up. They tore up that backyard. They wouldn't have got that far. So what did it for me is when there was only one present under that tree.
Yeah, and they have like 6, 7 kids there.
Yep, and everybody had presents, but there was one present for those little boys. And I said it, those boys went missing. And then to come to find out that they're now saying that the boys went missing 3 months before they even moved to Cal City. And that's why Bakersfield took that case back over. They never made it to Cal City.
Nope.
There was a neighbor that had a surveillance camera. They saw all the kids going in and out They never once saw those two little boys on that camera. Never, ever once. So, Jen, what do you think about them finding these boys?
Well, I feel that it. Oh,
Yes, I'm
you
sorry.
okay?
Yes, it went down wrong. What do you think about? Do you think they're ever going to find Orrin and Orson West?
I do now because I feel that adoptive father. I don't know who was arrested first, but I feel it was him
They both were okay. They
at the
first
same
had
time.
They both, yep, they were taken into custody in Kern County at 7 o'clock yesterday. And while we're doing that, let me share my screen with you guys really, really quick. I pulled this up. I was looking for the mug shot. Cannot get to the mug shot. So I'm really, really upset behind this because I wanted their mug shots. So Kern County, right now, let me make sure you guys, let me make this bigger so you can see it. Full screen. So for Kern County, we have Trezell Philip West, inmate number S02313573. Court case, crime case, date time booked 3/1/8:18 p.m. They were arrested in Bakersfield, arresting agency Bakersfield Police Department, but they were actually in Kern County. They were booked on a warrant. They both have no bail. The charges are felony, murder second degree, felony, willful cruelty to a child. And then they have a third charge, misdemeanor, which is a false report to an agency. So that's when they called the police and telling them what's her name? Okay, so he was booked first. Jacqueline was booked on the same date at 8:06. Same charges. Same charges.
Mm-hmm.
So what I want to know is, and I want to know if you get this feeling too. The kids that they took from that home after the search was going on, they're still in custody. They're still in CPS custody. They're still in foster care. Do you believe that those kids started talking?
Yes. And I said it would be a while, but the other children would start disclosing, and right around the time that the parents get arrested, because I feel that Trezell, the husband, just sunk the whole world because they confronted him with some of the stuff that the kids were saying. And then I feel he finally just broke down.
Well, they haven't arranged. Well, tomorrow morning, they're going to be in court Thursday morning. I think it's 10
Mhm.
o'clock. So their bodies have never been found. Okay. But they're under the impression now, back in November, they found human remains. November 2021.
Mhm.
They found human remains. They took DNA from the father, from the
Mhm.
biological father.
Mhm.
His name is Charles Pettus, Pettus. They took DNA from Charles Pettus, okay,
Mhm. Mhm.
back in November. Um, Now on the 2 counts of second degree murder, they oh God, that's 30 years in prison. 30 years for just that count. Willful cruelty is 6 years. So that's 36 years right there
Mhm.
for each of them. That's the minimum.
Right.
So they probably will drop the misdemeanor, is what I'm thinking. They might drop the misdemeanor charge because that's only like, what was it? I think it was 9 months to a year.
Yeah.
So, okay, so they may drop that charge, but they were both arrested. They were arrested at 7. They didn't get booked to 8:01 and 8:06.
Okay.
Which one of the kids do you think talked first? Because I think somebody was talking. And I really do believe they might have those bodies and they're just not saying it.
Yep.
Because
I feel they're very close. if not already.
Okay, how
They
many
haven't
times?
already found the bodies. They're going to find them
Okay,
soon
but
enough.
here's what I'm thinking. Think about all these bodies they found over this last year or so. They never once asked for DNA. They never took DNA from the biological. And I went back and I looked. They never went and asked for DNA from the biological parent until human remains in November 2021. So that tells me that they were small.
Yeah.
That they were children, but they had found smaller. They had found children before. What makes this different? That they go to the father.
What makes this different is that, number one, I feel the biological mother had issues. We know
Yep,
that.
she said that. Yep.
I feel the fact that the boys were even missing, and I know that she felt in her heart they were already gone. She was so distraught, I feel she relapsed. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm feeling.
Okay, we're going to get
And
to that because they filed a lawsuit, and I have that paperwork too. The biological mother and the biological father. They
okay,
filed a lawsuit. So,
okay, but I'm getting right back to that. I'm sorry. Um,
yeah.
the reason why they went to the father is because this poor mother was distraught, was absolutely just beyond even talking to at that point. Um, Nothing could have prepared her for that. So I feel that she knew. She just knew they were gone. She knew it in her heart. Mother's intuition, she knew. They went to the father for his DNA because he seemed to be a little more stable. Um, Now they filed a lawsuit against who?
Bakersfield. I'm gonna
Okay.
get to it, but we have to remember they did a grand jury, and the grand jury returned a true bill, which is an indictment, which means
Oh,
that there was enough direct and circumstantial evidence to convince a grand jury that murder was committed. So, what evidence that they found that they didn't get all this time? But then a body is found. I mean, human remains are found. They go to
yeah.
the dad,
Yep.
and then you get a grand jury together, and this is stated direct and circumstantial evidence.
Mhm. Yeah, the other kids started talking. I feel two of them came forward and started talking. One of the oldest two, and then probably the one right after him. So they started talking, and with that, they figured it was easier to get Trezell in there and get him to start talking because he's not real bright, number one. Uh,
Okay.
Number two, I knew he was going to be the one to talk first, and they had been talking to him. And, I feel that he was also afraid of this woman. He was not going to cross his wife. So he had been meeting with them, I feel like, somehow without her knowing, somehow by the grace of God, without her knowing. And I don't know if he was under the impression, and this is all just what I'm feeling,
Okay.
but I don't know if he was under the impression that nothing would happen to him if he talked or what, but once they got him in there, he started singing. I knew he would. They had
Okay.
to get
Now,
him away from her to talk.
so you when the case was in Cal City, Chief John Walker, he was in charge of the case. Now he resigned last week or the week before, and then this week we have the arrest. Now people are looking at him, but we got to remember the case was pulled from Cal City. They weren't getting anywhere. Bakersfield stepped in and took that case back over.
Yeah.
So my whole being from the beginning, those kids never made it to Cal City. Ever, ever,
No.
ever.
Nope. I don't feel they did either. I kept not seeing them in that backyard in Cal
Yeah.
City.
I'm trying to get my paperwork together because I need to pull up the lawsuit, and I have my copy here because it might be too small for me to read it on screen. But I do have the lawsuit, and there it is. So there the mother and father, Charles Pettus and Brenda A. Pettus, they filed a lawsuit against the county of Kern County Children's Protective Services, California Children's Protective Services, and those. So there's one to through 100. They're going to add them as the case goes. And Ryan Dean, an individual, this is one of the supervisors for their cases. They named him specifically in the lawsuit.
Mm-hmm.
So this lawsuit was filed September 29th, 2021 at 1:44 p.m. And the law firm is Dre Law. Let me pull up this. Let me share my screen. They filed this lawsuit, and I'm like, oh my God. So the fact that they filed the lawsuit because they felt that nothing was being done. Okay, there's the lawsuit. And I had to pull it through Adobe. Okay, so in this lawsuit, they said plaintiffs Charles A. Pettus and Brenda Pettus, by and through their attorneys, record this complaint against the above named defendants in support. They're stating that plaintiffs bring the civil action seeking compensatory and punitive damages against defendants for negligence and negligent hiring, training, and supervision of the defendants in connection with removal and placement of plaintiffs' children and grandchildren, causing irreparable, severe emotional distress, all of which plaintiffs for the remainder of their lives. On the evening of December 21st, 2020, plaintiff's children and grandchildren. So, wait a minute. Charles Pettus is the biological father. Brenda Pettus was stated to be the mother. But why are we including grandchildren? So, the grandmother
Maybe.
must be in this lawsuit as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird.
No.
Maybe Charles
Sorry.
was Brenda's
No.
father.
Brenda is the grandmother. Sorry. Brenda's the
Brenda's the
grandmother.
grandmother.
Yes,
Okay.
the daughter actually checked her. I'm sorry. The daughter actually had to go get, yeah, she checked herself back in. Brenda is the grandmother.
Okay. That makes
Okay.
sense now.
Yeah, Brenda is the grandmother. Okay. The plaintiffs have continued search for over 8 months, and 2 minor children are now presumably dead. That's why they went to the, you were right. The biological mother is out of it. Brenda
Yeah, she
is the
just didn't
grandmother.
like it.
So they are suing them. But the mother's name is not here, and they're saying that the mother cannot participate in the proceedings. I guess you were absolutely right.
Yeah, I feel she just snapped. And I would too. Any mother would.
See, so they're actually, so let's get this right now. I just want to make sure that we understand. They're also suing Ryan Dean. Guess who Ryan Dean is?
Who's that?
She is the mother of Sincere and Classic, Orrin and Orson.
Oh, okay. Wow.
They're saying that she wasn't able to participate in the adoption or anything else, but they're suing her too, stating that she allowed this to happen.
She really didn't. I mean, she's got a problem. And because I mean, for that matter, you could say it's Charles Pettis' fault, because if he's the father, he knew she was having a problem before that. And what did he do about it? So, I mean, he can point fingers at her all day, but, you know, it,
They say
I,
that the plaintiff is informed and believes thereon alleges that at all times herein mentioned, each of the defendants, including each of the Doe defendants, is responsible in some manner for one or more of the events and happenings and approximately caused the injuries and damages hereafter alleged.
it's awful. It's just awful. I mean, there's no, I mean, I
So
just
are
don't
you
even
going to
know what
listen
to
to
say.
this? In 2018, Mr. Pettis and biological mother, parents of Sincere and Classic Pettis, had their children taken from their custody by the defendants, meaning the state, due to an investigation regarding abuse with another family member. The
Oh,
Pettis children were not being watched by a relative. The Pettis children were not being watched by a relative family member at the time of the alleged abuse incident, and was not under supervision of any aforementioned plaintiffs at the time of the alleged abuse. Okay. At the time, the defendant's investigation, there were no prior allegations of abuse. The biological mother did not have a criminal record nor a complicated solid background. However, the children were removed from their biological family's care due to alleged abuse incident. The strain of abuse investigation and the loss of their children aided in the separation of Mr. Pettis and the biological mother, and Sincere and Classic were consequently placed with a foster family. In 2018, the defendants placed the two children with Trezell and Jacqueline West. Mr. Pettis lost contact with the biological mother after the children were removed, and she has not seen the children since the end of 2018. In 2019, Mr. Pettis made defendant Kern County CPS aware that she desired to take custody of her paternal grandchildren. So that's Miss Pettis. Due to the nature of the defendant's placement process, the plaintiffs were not privy to vetting process regarding the West as qualified adoptive parents, or factors in which the defendants made the determination not to place the children with the relative family members. Oh my God. Despite the defendants being aware of the plaintiff's desire to gain or regain custody, Ms. Pettis was not given custody of the children. Neither was custody given to nor parental rights restored for Mr. Pettis or the biological mother. So the grandmother wanted custody. The Wests were allowed to adopt the children and subsequently changed their names to Orson and Orrin West. The West family had two biological children of their own and four adoptive children, including Orrin and Orson West. So that's 6 kids. 6 kids. So what are we saying about this? I'm trying to see what the chat is saying. Oh my God, look all the questions. Let me get to the chat.
Okay.
Oh my God. I bet the grandmother was appointed guardian of the mom due to mental health issues. Well, the mom said that she actually had, she was working 2 jobs, and then she also stated that she had a drug problem, which she overcame. That's what she said when she was being interviewed when all of this was going on. Jen, do you remember that?
Yeah, because before I even knew that, I said, she's got a substance abuse problem. And that, was part of, well, like we just found out, there was stuff going on way back before they went missing. And, I feel that she went off again. She is back using again. And she really did want her kids back. And I don't know what had happened before, but when they went missing, there was no way she was going to get them back at that point because they were already gone. So,
but how do you take kids from a parent when they have immediate family members that want to take custody of the kids? Now, I don't know how they did that, and that's why they're suing, because something stinks here.
yes, it does.
And the fact that these people already had, so you got to remember, they had 2 biological kids, 2 other adoptive kids. So now you adopting 2 more kids. How much money is the state giving you? And then when you finally get this house that you want to buy, but the way you got it is kind of shady, how you went about getting that mortgage.
Yeah.
And now you have 2 kids that are missing. And the only reason you report these kids missing is because that mother contacted you and she wanted to see her kids. Now, how did she find out who had her kids?
Well, I have to ask now if that wasn't the grandmother stomping her feet saying, where are these children? Because if she's suing them along with their father, which is his mother, she was probably the one stomping her feet and making noise and wasn't going to back down until somebody could find these boys and let her talk to them or see them or something.
Let's remember, at the time of the adoption, they were living in an apartment. They weren't in a house.
Yeah.
They were living in a 2 or 3 bedroom apartment in Bakersfield. They were in an apartment. They were not in a house. And here's what they're saying. So the dad and the grandmother is saying that they did not investigate the safety of both the Pettus homes, the welfare of the children, the safety of the environment, the act of reasonable to ensure that the plaintiff's children and grandchildren were safe, but negligently failed when the defendants removed the Pettus children from the care of the biological relative family members.
Yep.
They're also saying that they had a duty, and they did, to evaluate both homes. They had that duty. They're saying this was not done. They failed to follow their own policy and procedure when they removed those children.
Yep, I believe it.
And they're saying that as a direct and approximate result of the negligence of the defendants as set above, plaintiffs suffered the removal and subsequent loss and disappearance of their children and grandchildren who are now missing and presumably dead. This lawsuit is, let me see how many pages. I printed this out. This lawsuit is 11 pages. And they have detailed everything. They said there was negligent hiring, training, or supervision against all the defendants. They have this is a serious lawsuit. They said the defendants failed to supervise the defendants regarding the removal process. They have everything in here.
Well, I hope they are successful because those, I don't know. I just get so upset thinking about that.
Well, I looked it up, and guess what? The judge has allowed this lawsuit to go through.
Good.
The state tried to block the lawsuit. The judge has allowed it to go through.
That's what I was afraid of, because usually they'll say, oh, well, it's an ongoing investigation. But evidently, we're seeing more, like you said, that they've got evidence. They're just not sharing it, because otherwise, they probably wouldn't be letting this lawsuit go forward.
I want to know how many in the chat actually believe the remains that were found in November of 2021 are those of Sincere and Classic Pettus. I hate to say Orrin and Orson West, but Sincere and Classic Pettus, because I have never heard of them asking for DNA from all the bodies that they found, all the children. So, what read do you get off of Charles Pettus? They're not giving me his birth date or anything else, just his name. I can go look it up real quick if you need me to.
Well, I feel that they had a feeling anyway before they ever went to Charles Pettus. And when they finally did, I'm like you then. They had to have had those bodies. Because I had
I'm
said
thinking,
they found, huh?
I'm thinking those the remains that were found, they
Mhm.
just aren't saying. They were still investigating. I think they found them, and like, okay, like Denise just said, so the unfit grandmother is suing. That's just it. They never deemed her unfit. They never investigated. They never
Right.
did their due diligence. Hi, Stacy. They never did their due diligence at all. Hi, Addie. They never did their due diligence at all. They removed, okay, so here's the piece we're missing. So, when, according to Ryan, the mother, she was
Mhm.
working a couple of jobs. I forgot which one. I think it was Sincere that got hurt and they had to rush into the emergency room. She wasn't home. So then they came in and took the kids out the home. They placed them with another foster parent who
Mhm.
was and then she had medical issues, so she could not take care of the kids at that time. So they took the kids back. Once she had her surgeries and everything else, she contacted um the foster care system and told them that she's now able to get the boys back, and she was informed then that the boys had been adopted.
That is insane.
So they didn't just go from their mother um to the west. They were
Mm-mm.
at another foster care provider. They were in another home. This woman got ill. And I was trying to find her interview. And when she had her surgeries and the doctor deemed her able to go back to her normal routine, the first thing she did was to contact
Mhm.
the state to let them know she's now able to get Sincere and Classic back. Now, at the time, the mother was able to see her kids when they were with the other foster lady with supervised. She had supervised visits,
Mhm.
and the last time she saw her kids were 2018. So when they were separated from her, I think they were 2 and 1. Yeah, they were 2 and 1 because they went missing at 3 and 4.
Right.
So it's been over a year. December 22. I mean, they went missing in 2020. This is a year and 2 months.
Yeah. That's
Year
what
and
I was
2 months.
trying to think about it earlier,
Hmm.
how long it was.
December 21st, 2020.
Yep. Okay.
But
So I just I see someone's asking, do you get any feeling about why the two precious boys were targeted? Um, that just stuck out. So I wanted to answer it real quick if that's okay.
mhm.
Um, it isn't so much that those two were targeted. All four before they had Classic and Sincere, the four children they had already were being abused, and then Classic and Sincere were under stress. I feel they were under tremendous amount of stress because first they were with their parents, and then they were with this next foster lady who actually loved them.
Loved them and cared for them.
And
Yes.
yeah, and this woman was so good to them. She was an older lady. This
Yes,
is
she
what I'm
was.
feeling. She was an older lady.
Mhm.
Um, but she loved them. They were like almost like grandbabies to her.
Mm-hmm.
And they took them away and found the Wests. It was like when they found the Wests, they were quick putting a band-aid on the situation. And I don't know what happens in the foster care system, but what I'm picking up is that it doesn't look favorable upon the Department of Children and Families to have kids keep being returned or bounced around. So, and it all, in my opinion, what I feel is it has to do with money,
It's
money,
money,
money, money.
money, money, money.
And those two were stressed. Those two children were feeling the most stress
And
out
I
of
think
all
they
six
cried a
of them.
lot, especially the one that was 2. I
And
think
the
he cried a
woman,
lot. And then the 3-year-old
Jacqueline,
was trying to protect his brother.
he was. And Jacqueline, like I said, at that, she was mean anyway, but she really had no patience with the little one. And I don't remember who's the youngest, but I do remember.
Orson, he's the youngest.
Okay, well, she was meaner than a two-headed snake to that baby. And she wasn't trying to work with him at all. And these are kids that were traumatized. Like I said, they were being bounced around. And um, she was frustrated. They cried more, or at least the baby did. And then Orrin, trying to protect him, would get hurt also. So it wasn't so much that they were singled out because everybody was abused there. But the little guy was just a bundle of nerves. When I read into his energy, I almost want to vomit because he's so nervous. And the older boy is angry and he doesn't understand any of what's been going on either. But he seems to be a little more aware of things, of course, than the little boy, than the youngest boy. So yeah, she abused all of them. All 6 were abused, but those 2, Orrin and Orson, got it the worst. And that's ultimately what led to their death.
Now, here's the second cause of actions. The defendants failed to train the DOE defendants regarding how to competently investigate the background of the foster and subsequent adoptive parents to ensure a safe environment, and failed to assess and evaluate the dangerous conditions in the best interest of the minor Pettus children prior to placement. I really do believe that the person that they were in bed with, which is the person that worked there, in my opinion, they gave them these kids, they rushed that paperwork through, they got a cutback or
And
a
that's what
kickback.
it's all about, money.
They got a kickback.
Yep.
Same thing with the mortgage. When the lady that was in the house, she said that it was very shady how they got the mortgage. One day they didn't have it, one day they have it. They kept pushing it back. She goes, it was really weird. So it's all this money game. I want to see all the names they're going to add to this lawsuit. They said 1 through 100 of those.
Well, I hope they sue the crap out of all of them because all of them failed those kids. Everybody, in my opinion, had one little piece of it for everything, not even investigating these people, like you said. And yeah, they had taken in other foster children and they had other adopted children, but what is it? Oh, well, we'll just call these people up and see if we can hit bingo to get these 2 kids placed, and then we won't have to spend any more money, resources dealing with these
But
2
the
kids
state still
anymore.
pays for them. The state, well, no, because they're fostered. Then once they're adopted, no, they don't. The state doesn't pay anymore.
Right. So, it was all pushed. It was all pushed. And they never checked on their other 2 kids ever again either.
Nope, they never and they never checked on the other kids that were in the custody of Ryan. Never. So here's the thing. I hate to look at this as trafficking, but you never know what's going on
You don't.
within, because these agencies, they're not paid that much money. And if you find that you have the same person that placed those other two kids with them, and now they've placed these two kids, and there's a and you can see if there's a ring, because supposedly there was a ring that was doing this within that state organization.
Wow.
And this is just, but they never vetted the grandmother. Now, if anybody gets their kids taken, they're going to look to see who in the immediate family can we place these kids with, because nobody wants to really take kids from their environment unless
Mhm.
it's a really dangerous situation. So how do you deem a grandmother unfit if you haven't even went to check out the living conditions, to check out the environment, to see what the area looks like, to see how she kept her home?
Right.
How do you do that?
That it's wrong. They really messed up, and God knows how many times they've done this, not just with these two little boys. They've probably done this several times, and this is the first time it's ever, you know, crept up and become a problem for them
Well, that we know of, because we've
that
got
we
two
know
kids
of.
that went missing now.
Right,
And
that's what I'm
they're
saying. They
okay. So look what Lady Godiva said. She goes, I agree with you. Rush paperwork and kickbacks. This is exactly why I don't work within my degree field. That's the feeling I get. It's just all rushed because I can't see this woman. Let's look at her again. I can't see this piece of shit woman right here.
mhm.
Neither one of them had a tear in their fucking eye.
No, they
Neither one
didn't.
of them.
They didn't. And when I saw her, I wanted to just spit in her face. I mean, more
Okay,
than that, but that's being nice.
I'm going to play this little interview really quick. Let me see how long this is because even then they pissed me off. Let me play this real quick because I was pissed behind this when I
Mhm.
saw this. And hold on, I'm going to play this so we can hear this. You guys let me know. Hold on, you can see it. Okay, let me just play this really quick.
If you're Washington,
Oh God, I should have queued it. Sorry about that. I should have queued it up. So sorry.
So helpless, and seeing everybody else really looking and helping out really means a lot. So that's what happened the next few months.
Can't hear her.
Mm-mm.
In my yard.
There's not a tear in her eye.
It's cold. I was gonna make a fire. It's a lot of wood in this area right here next to our house. I open up the back gate. I'm throwing wood, bringing it inside the house. My wife's inside. She was actually wrapping gifts, so we thought it was a good idea that they, that our youngest two, go outside and play with chalk.
Play with chalk. There was no chalk nowhere outside, guys. No chalk nowhere.
Nowhere to even write with it if there was.
Came in the house.
On the patio.
In the
Oh,
house. I came back out. I didn't see him there. I immediately went back in, asked my wife, did you see the boys? She said no.
Is she crying? No.
I said, well,
You got it rocking back and forth. Look.
Back outside, and I started searching my backyard. I searched the whole thing. I realized
The backyard isn't that big. I mean, it's big, but it's you can see it.
I can't see the picture. I just see the still of them.
Hadn't pan out. I got in the van. I looked down the street, both directions.
Oh, I thought I was playing it.
I got in the van and I hit a bunch
I'm
of
hearing the
cars
sound.
in the street.
Okay.
I turned my light on. I searched. I called their names.
Hold on.
Talked to a gentleman on the street.
I don't know why it's not showing. Hold on.
So then I came home and I told my wife, we need to call the cops.
Share.
I need help. We gotta get going. So I called the cops. The cops came. First thing they did was tell us stay in the house.
Okay, Sister Steele, I'm sorry, but
And they had us just sitting
I'm
there.
playing it.
We wanted to keep searching.
Oh, it's all right. I
But
can
every
hear.
time we came out in droves, and I wanted to thank you guys that night, but we couldn't go outside.
The cops told us the best are out here.
The best are out here searching. and we appreciate it. And nobody ever could tell you could never talk to anybody, and that was the issue.
Are you crying? Are you sad? Are you upset?
Thank you, God.
Please, if anybody has seen them, please call. Let somebody know.
Okay, I need to get that picture of that
Call the
backyard
cops.
again.
Call
I got to
California
get that picture of that backyard because I need you guys to see
Call them
what the
and let
hell
them know what
he's
you
talking
seen, if you
about.
see anything.
And don't they seem scripted?
Yeah,
Like they
All I
rehearsed
know
it.
be rambunctious. Okay. Ugh. They are going to be here in this area. And I really would like to go into houses, but it's not because I want to invade people's privacy. I just want to know if
Make
they
sure.
make sure. That's it. Because I don't. Go ahead. I'm sorry. If you got any questions.
Oh no, you're good.
Oh, okay.
I was just gonna say, this is the first time we're hearing you guys.
I want to see that backyard one more time.
Going through. I can't even fathom it. For you guys, for people who are thinking that there's some kind of foul play involved, we just spoke to the biological mother. She said she had a conversation with you guys.
Damn it.
And that she thinks there's some kind of foul play involved.
I can't find that backyard picture.
And that's understandable.
What's your response to that?
That's understandable. I would think the same thing.
Okay, let me just stop this because I'm sick of hearing them. I'm not even listening. So let me tell you, the police brought the dogs out to the house, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait a minute. I know why. It was just the still. Hold on. Let me do this again. So the police brought the dogs out to the house, okay? The dogs only got the scent of the kids inside the house, not outside the house. Inside, not outside. Those kids were never outside that house. And they only got the scent of some clothes that they brought from that apartment.
Yep.
I guess just rule us out, which makes
There he
sense
is.
for the investigation. So that's pretty much it.
Have you got you
Neither one of them are crying.
Yeah.
They're not upset.
No.
what? So you guys willfully gave them your
Nope, those kids hadn't been anywhere in that house.
Yes.
And that's what they stated way back when.
I
no
I don't see
idea.
why they got one, but they got one. We
Yeah,
would
they
have let them
didn't
take
need one,
anything.
but
We would have take everything. We let them come in and search.
None of the neighbors ever saw those boys. Nobody saw. They saw the other kids. Never saw those boys. Never saw those boys.
Yeah, because you had asked me that. I remember you asking me, had they ever been to that house? And I didn't feel they had.
I'm fine, Gwen. I know you're mad, but I slept all Saturday and Sunday. You can ask anybody that knows me. I slept all weekend. I was really tired.
Okay, I guess I don't even know.
I see. Yeah, we seriously.
Yeah, the
felt
sound
like
is
we
bad
needed to be out
because
here.
this is.
We
I'm
did.
pulling this from someplace else.
Again, we were told the best are out here looking already. Just to stay put. They have more questions. There was literally a cop with us the whole time in there.
He had sitting down. We would ask him to go help. They had to sit
Said
down.
nope.
He said, "No, we got the best out there."
Nope.
You guys here because we have more
I don't want
questions.
you guys thinking we
don't.
didn't try. We actually
We
looked
tried.
before we called.
We looked,
police.
yes.
They're not distraught at all. Not at all.
No.
Mind-boggling part is the search for information.
Not at all. The
Yes.
biological mother and her family were beside themselves.
Correctly. At what time did you guys notice your kids went missing? And at what
So,
time were they reported
anyway,
to the police?
Yeah, I don't want to see them anymore because they're liars. I forgot to mention that to you guys. I had myself a note. They had cadaver dogs and they went into the home. They found the dogs hit on a shirt. Remember, a shirt. And I think it was a sock. That's the only clothes that were found there for those kids. No jacket, nothing else. They took the dogs outside. They didn't pick up a scent of those kids in that backyard. I'm going to say it again. Those kids never made it to Cal City. I think the reason why the shirt and stuff was there because they had basically moved in and they had probably just picked up everything that was at that other apartment and brought there.
Well, they had to move in a hurry.
Yep. And so when they did the search, everybody was searching in Bakersfield. There were search parties all over Bakersfield. There were search parties. Cal City. They stated that the kids had been at the grandmother's house, the adoptive grandmother's house. They had been over there. Well, the older kids had been there, but they had taken Orrin and Orson someplace else. But no, honey, you didn't. You took them someplace else, all right. But no, they never made it to Cal City. I
No.
stand by that. Never, ever, ever made it to Cal City.
No, I agree 100%.
And the grandmother, she probably knew, the adoptive grandmother, which
Mhm.
was Trezell's mother. Jacqueline's family says that she is a piece of shit. She's abusive. She's everything. They talk really bad about her. Trezell's brother he's a deputy director or some type of director in the NAACP. And guess what? They never put anything out to try to find these kids. He was threatening people when they were calling his job to find out, what are you doing to help trying to find these boys? Yep,
Nothing.
Yes, Kathy. They picked up scent from clothes. And I'm thinking, when you're moving, you're putting stuff in boxes and stuff. Jen, what do you think happened to those boys, honestly?
What I feel is that little one, the youngest one, I keep forgetting who's who, but is Orson the little one?
Orson
Little
is the
boy?
youngest.
Okay.
Orrin is the oldest.
Okay. She was yelling at the little one, Orson, right? She was yelling at him right in his face, yelling with him. She liked to torment him, terrorize him. He was screaming and crying, and the more he did that, the more upset she was getting. And this was almost an everyday occurrence. And then the older brother jumped in and was trying to protect him, and he got knocked upside the head. Things with the baby got more intense than what she had thought, because she was skilled at hurting them, just enough to hurt them, but not enough to where it was like super noticeable from other people. But she definitely abused Orson to the point where he was incapacitated. The oldest boy was trying to defend and protect his brother, and that's when he got it. So they both died like at the same time. So
Jen, Samantha Stevens Lot Lizard want to know, do you still think they're around the water at that park?
what I see is they're in a place, they were, because they may have a body or their bodies right now, but I see like big oak trees, lots of leaves on the ground, like it's fall, because, as we said, it was not December, it was before that.
Mm-hmm.
They are around like a creek kind of place, or they were around. And they were buried in shallow graves, but at least they were together.
They were together. And you keep saying the same thing.
Yeah, because at least a piece of crap gave them that last comfort, was to be near each other.
Oh my God, Crystal. She said 2 11-year-olds went missing in my city yesterday. One of them used to attend my school.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Wow.
So the beekeeper. Hi, how are you? Hi, Tuna. It is sad, but I really did. I wanted to invite Jen because she has been, and we discussed them about what was it, 5-6 months ago?
Oh, it was way before that.
Well, it was
was
during the summer sometime. I can't remember.
no,
But we
because
just
well, it was before the summer because
no, we discussed it when they went missing. Me, you, and Amber. You came on live.
yeah,
Auntie was with us, and then you and I revisited it again. It was either the fall or the summer when we wanted to do an update because there was nothing new.
I think it was the fall then because in the summer, I was not home and then
Yep.
I was sick.
You look
So,
good. I can tell you, you look good. This
well,
woman
thank
was in a
you.
hospital, damn near death, and I'm serious. And look at her. Look at her.
Oh, you guys are going to give me a big, huge head. Um, I'm joking. Um, no, it was fall then. You're right. But
Yeah,
it
it had to be
wasn't
fall.
anything new.
No,
And
because we were
um,
discussing them and we were discussing the murder case. So it was fall.
that's right.
It was fall.
That's right.
And there's
Sometimes
a,
I don't remember every single thing, so
I know, but yeah, and there's a lot of development with that too. I know his house was sold, um, and they're holding it for the victims. His son has been recused as an heir, his oldest son. So I really need to get back into that too, because with everything that's been going on and moving and everything else, my true crime has just went to the wayside, and I really need to get back on and do my updates on this. But as far as this Orrin and Orson West case, and I hate to say that name, but sincere and classic. I read this today, but I didn't realize when I read it that Ryan was the mother. I know they said she couldn't participate in the proceedings, didn't realize they were stating that they were also suing her. Because I was reading this when I was at work and I was like, what the hell? And I was going through and I'm like, oh my God. And then when you said that she wasn't, but she did. She had checked herself back in for help. She was clean. Her sisters were there with her. Her nieces were out there with her. We saw her mother on TV when they were all in front of the house, and she was breaking down then. Now I'm looking at Trezell and Jacqueline, and I don't see nothing remorse, nothing worried. It's like, oh, well, hey, baby Jean. It's like, oh, well, we're going to finally get some more adoptive kids. But they haven't been, when I checked, and I haven't checked today, but when I checked back in August, they had not returned to that home in Cal City. No one knew where they were staying. They had never returned to that home. There was graffiti on it. People had written out, where the boys, and they never returned to that home. Now, they also never stated what was found in that van that they located. That was the other van they didn't know he owned that was parked at an abandoned home. It was parked in the driveway of an abandoned house, and the registration was for Trezell West. Guess what the colors were, Jen? Just the colors that you mentioned. The brownish orange with the, you said it was an older work. That's what they found.
well, what my guide just told me too was that the evidence found in that vehicle was biological. So,
And they definitely stated that they had direct and circumstantial evidence to indict.
well,
Now, I was digging today because I was trying to get, the transcript from the grand jury. Of course, you're not going to be able to get that. Look, I was digging. I couldn't even get their mugshots. I can get to their charges, everything else. Couldn't get the damn mugshots. And I
yeah,
wanted to see if I saw a tear in her eye then, because that's when she's going to cry. Because the
it's for
fact that she got
herself.
caught. Yep,
Yeah.
because she got caught. That's when she's going to cry. That's when she's really going to cry. But
Mhm.
I am going to keep up with this case, but if anybody wants to, I will, I guess I can put the link for the lawsuit. I'm going to put it in my description and on my community tab, so you guys can click it and go read it for yourselves. This is well written. Very impressed with it. They're citing civil codes all through here. Whoever this lawyer is, I need to hire him.
Yeah, I looked at that before, the name on the page.
Yeah, I see the name. It's two of them. It's Dre Law APC. They're located in Beverly Hills, California.
Well, I hope they nail them all. I'm so disgusted with this whole situation. And I just don't see how they got away with all this. And it's really upsetting.
I'm just looking at all of this, and but how could you leave? Okay, you said that you were going to move firewood back and forth because it was getting kind of chilly. They wanted to be on the back porch playing with chalk, There was not a piece of chalk outside. There was not a drawing on that concrete patio area. There was nothing.
No.
You didn't even see little footprints in the dirt to say that those kids had been out there, just to say they went to the gate. Because if you say you were going back and forth and you went in the house and then you came back out and the boys weren't there, how would you not see the boys if you were in the house and the kids had to come through the sliding door, right? Does that make sense to you?
No. And they're full of crap and everybody knows it.
But she was in there wrapping Christmas presents. All the Christmas presents you wrapped. That was only one with both of their names on it.
Yeah, that was bought way after the fact, too.
It was bought after the fact. One. No little Hot Wheel cars, no little them little things that you make all that damn noise with. None of that. None of that.
No. This case, I think, has bothered me more than some of the adult cases I've channeled. So this one has been really bad.
I'm just going to say this. I do believe, and I feel it in my gut, something happened in that apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Those kids were there. And that was the rush and the push to move into the home, to get away from that area.
Yeah, they had to pick up and move, and it had to be fast.
It had to be fast, because just the way, and I need to go find the statements that the lady that owned that home, when she sold it, she said that it was like every day he was coming with a different excuse. It was like he was in a panic.
Oh, of course he was.
I need to go find her statements on that, because that right there told me this is money.
It's all about money.
Congratulations, Jean. I'm so proud of you. Hi, sweetie. Hi, Pamela. How are you? I'm just like, supposedly Trezell's first cousin flipped on them. Oh my God. Really? Because they went to the grand jury, and it was oh my God, it was a true bill. So they did say direct and circumstantial evidence. So Trezell's first cousin, not the kids.
Well, I feel the kids went first, or it was immediately after Trezell's cousin, but those kids started talking, I feel like way before, and nobody listened to them. So
Pamela, welcome. I think this is her first time here. Welcome, Pamela. If see, that's what, because okay, the reward money got up to 125,000. It was 100, and then this salvage yard or whatever it was, they gave 25,000 once, and then another 25,000. So it was 75. So they brought it up to where it's at. So Pamela, do you know which cousin? Because you go look on their Facebook pages and nothing is being said. The grandmother shut hers down. Trezell's mother took her Facebook page down for a while. I don't know if it's back up or not. His first cousin flipped on him. But so that means that Trezell, is that the one that was on the news and was talking bad about Jacqueline? Is that the one that they interviewed on the news? When I think it was a he. No, it was a she. She had nothing nice to say about Jacqueline at all. Is that the one, Pamela? The cousin gave proof.
Well, I gotta say, I always saw Trezell having help disposing of the children. So this cousin could be it.
Oh, Pamela said, then the markers on the office lit. Yep. It was something shady about that deal. And the cousin gave proof. Oh my God. Since October. Okay. Since October. So the bodies, that makes sense. Look at that. This has been in the works since October. They found human remains in November of 2021. Maybe the cousin led them to those remains. Because I'm telling you, something is weird. You found, I don't know how many remains when you started this search. Not one time did you ever go to the family for DNA evidence. This time you go in November to the dad for DNA evidence. Yeah. Oh, Pamela. Ooh, do you think the cousin might have had some? See, I don't know if you guys remember the in Texas that we used to call him. His name was Rafael Ramirez or whatever it was. He was known as the railroad killer. He would jump on the train and he would go around.
I remember that guy.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So I had just moved to Texas when this was happening, and my sister lived in Baytown. And trust me, believe it or not, the damn train ran through her backyard almost.
Oh God!
Basically, tell me about this. So his sister turned him in, and she got the reward money. She turned him in, but she knew all along where he was. But when that money got to the point, and I think that's when he called, he wanted to come back there. She turned him in. I need to know what's his cousin's name. So I need to go do a whole lot more research. But I find it strange. Like I said, the bodies were found in November. They went to the biological father for DNA evidence. All the time they found all these human remains. They found remains, 2 weeks after, about a week and a half after they went missing in the desert. They found remains. They found some remains here. Not one time did they go to the dad for DNA. Not one time. Yep, it's been in. Yep. Oh my God.
I'm just glad they finally arrested these two.
But you said it. You said it's not going to happen right away. You said it. And I was like, you were like, nope. You said, but they're getting closer. You kept saying it. They're getting closer. And that was in the fall. So you got to remember, the grand jury was convened in, when was it? The grand jury was convened in, what month was that? Was it September or October? No, November. It was a true bill. And the biological family knew that was being convened too. So you were right. You said they were getting closer. And we discussed this in the fall.
Well, I'm just glad they were arrested, and maybe we can get justice for these boys. And, who knows? Maybe this will uncover a lot of other crap that's going on so it won't happen in the future.
Pamela, do you know that family? Because I'm looking at this. Everyone put down CJ. CJ is Charles. I'm taking it. And Ryan, we know is the mom. So everybody put them down. I'm looking at, they're suing, but they're also suing Ryan. The grandmother and the biological father are actually suing Ryan along with the state.
Wow.
Do you know the family, Pamela? You are good friends with Ro. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Who's Roe? I don't remember.
Pamela, do you want to come up, or do you want to, because you and I can talk offline. This is crazy. But they're suing.
Oh, their cousin. Okay,
The
thank you.
spokesperson. She was the one that was all on the news.
Okay, because I try not to watch too many interviews until like it's almost, well, I don't want to say done, but I don't watch too many because I don't want to influence anything I get intuitively, if that makes sense. So I did talk to Ro, though. She sent me a message, I believe.
I think so. So, oh my God, she's CJ's cousin. But let me just, oh my God, I know you're in no place to talk. You're in no place to talk. I get that. Do you think that Ro, I know she can't talk about the current situation, but do you think she would be willing to come up? Because I remember when what's his name was looking for the kids, and after a while it started getting to me like he was doing it just for the clicks and the views, because before he had a whole lot of followers, he still hadn't monetized his channel, but he monetized his channel off of this case. He was out there with the bull, with the horn, calling out the police and stuff. I think it was just for clicks and views. So I had to stop watching him because I didn't appreciate what he was doing. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Ro just lost her mom and now this. I am so sorry. But what I'm trying to understand, has anyone been able? Yep, it was about dollars. You're absolutely right. I forgot his name. He was always, at first I said, oh my God, this guy is going above and beyond. Then I just started realizing, I'm like, this is about clicks and views. This is about money for him. And I was getting pissed because before he was out there taking people looking, he was giving them water. He was ordering pizza for the search parties and all of this stuff. And then all of a sudden it just became this freaking circus, and I got so upset watching this. I couldn't even watch him anymore. I unsubscribed from his channel and everything because I was really upset with what I saw that was going on. And people keep reporting and reporting. There's nothing to report. You can go check to see what's going on. And one point it got quiet. There was nothing about this case. Nothing was being said when Bakersfield took over the case. And I kept saying, I said, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Those boys never made it to Cal City, never made it there.
No, they didn't.
So you're in Texas. I just moved from Houston, Pamela. I am now in Washington State. I just moved from Houston, Texas. Which grandma? Wait a minute. Did Trezell's mom work for CPS? Yes, that's him. Steve. That's him. That's him. Are they saying that Trezell's mom worked for CPS? Get the hell out of here. Oh my God. I hope not, because that is a. Oh, yes, she did.
Unbelievable. I can't believe it.
Oh my God. And Trezell's brother is, what is he? He's a director or deputy or something in the NAACP. Oh my, I told you. Paperwork got pushed too damn fast.
Yep.
Pamela, you have to let me know when you want to come up. Anytime you want to come up. Let me, my email. Oh my God. Can one of my mods put my information in there? This is crazy. Yes, he's a big wig with the NAACP. I actually tried to contact him too. And, he never returns a phone call. Never. Told you. His brother, I forgot his name. He's a deputy director or something with the NAACP. Oh, he's a big wig, baby. Big deal. Big deal. Oh, they're nasty people. Okay. Is one of my mods in here? Do I have a mod still here? Do I have a mod? Can y'all put my my email? What is my email? I don't even know. What is it? Nope. They never once mentioned those boys. Let's see. Never once mentioned those boys. This is crazy. Oh my God. I'm gonna need one of my wonderful mods to put my yes, please. Thank you. I think it was a 2-bedroom, or was it a 3? I think it was a 2-bedroom apartment. Thank you, Addie. I didn't know. And no, Addie. No, Addie, not that one. Delete it, delete it, delete it, delete it, delete it. Retract that one. Addie, retract that email address, please. That is my personal email address. Retract that one. The other email address is going to be... Shit. I just told her to retract that, so I'm going to put her in timeout. Okay, it's Heidi. I can't type. I got my keyboard locked, and I can't get it unlocked right now. I'm so mad at myself. I locked my keyboard, and now I can't get it unlocked. This touch screen is killing me. Okay, Jen. Okay, Jen,
Yeah.
so you have her contact information.
Do what now?
Pamela says you have her contact
I
information.
do, and I want her to know that I did not forget the question she asked me. I just got a little sidetracked before, but I'm totally on it.
Okay, so, Jen has her contact information. We're going to get together, Pamela. I would love to talk to you. I know you can't, and I know Ro can't talk about anything that's going on that's really going to affect the case at hand. But I would really like to talk with you ladies, because we have, yes, okay. So we can get some family history. Thank you, Pamela. I appreciate it. We can get some family history, but that the first time I heard about this, I knew it. Now I'm sick to my stomach. And I'm going to stand by what I believe. I believe the human remains they found in November, they had a lot to actually go to the family and ask for DNA, because you should have asked for this before.
Yeah.
It's okay, Big Bad Wolf. Wanda, yeah, she turned, unless she has a new page on Facebook, she's not on Facebook anymore. And the brother too, unless they privated their accounts. But I don't see them on Facebook anymore. Okay, I'll do it, Jay. But yes, I would love to speak to you, Pamela. I really, really, really would. I'm going to end this. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm not thinking. I'm going to cancel my live at 9. My phone is blowing up. I have some pressing stuff that I need to tend to. I have to take care of some stuff. I'm going to reschedule my live for probably tomorrow or not Friday, or Saturday. I'm not going to do a members only live tonight, guys. I'm so sorry, but I do have some pressing stuff to take care of real quick. My phone has been blowing up. Jen, don't forget to get a hold of Pamela, please.
Oh no, I will. And she's next on my list.
Okay. Yes, I'm gonna keep the live up. I do not delete any of my lives, so the live will be up. And if you want to go back through Pamela, I actually have a folder dedicated to Orrin and Orson for the coverage that we've done on. I can't stand calling them that name, Sincere and Classic. I've covered them for a while, and this is something at one point I actually said that them being sold to someone would be better than what I'm seeing right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I am really heartbroken, but they did it. There is no and, ifs, and buts about it. They did it. So yes, I'm going to leave this live up. It's there. And I think it's under crime stories. I'm trying to find where I have them, but I'm going to dedicate a folder just to them. I thought I had them in their own folder, but I will leave this live up so you guys can look at it. I'm going to go back in. I'm going to add the link for the lawsuit that Charles and Brenda are doing. And this is well written. They got them for negligence hiring, training, or supervision, negligent undertaking, wrongful death. And they demand a jury trial as well. They should have it. Whoever wrote this affidavit for this lawsuit is well written. It is well stated. It's clear. It's concise. And they're not playing. So.
And they shouldn't be.
Oh, her son created a Facebook page, Find My Boys. Oh my goodness. Let me go look at that. Okay, Find My Boys. I'm going to go check that out. Her son calls them his boys. Yeah, we need to fix this system. But like I said, and I didn't even know, to be honest, I never even knew Wanda worked for CPS. I just dug into her son. And the fact that I said that paperwork was pushed and you already got 2 adoptive kids and you got 2 other children of your own and you living in a 2 or 3 bedroom apartment, you cannot have 6 kids.
Well, and I do remember saying, I'm sorry to interrupt. I do remember saying that Trezell's mother really didn't want anything to do with this. That's what I felt way back when, and that's what I still feel. And now we know why.
So we're going to hashtag Find My Boys. I'm going to add that there. Hashtag FMB. Oh my God. I want to say thank you, Pamela. I am going to leave this up. Yes, I'm getting back to my true crime content. And I hate to say it, but I miss it because I love the research. I like to look into things. And Jelani Day is my next one next Wednesday. And I'm still um I'm looking at his mother's stuff, and I've been getting stuff into my Heidi YouTube at USA.com email. It just came to me what my email is. So I've been getting a lot of emails there and with stuff to look up. He's 10 years old and he started a page, hashtag FMB, Find My Boys.
Oh,
Oh my, Pamela, I'm glad you found us. I didn't even hashtag them. But I'm gonna hashtag the boys. I'm gonna hashtag her son's page. Ah, there is one too many babies missing, and there is a case that just happened. Somebody just told me today in the chat, well, not too long ago, that two 11-year-olds went missing. I really want to get back. I mean, I love reality, but true crime is my thing. I like to look, I like to research, I like to put shit together. But thank you all for being here. I appreciate
thank
each and
you
every
for
one of
having
you.
me.
And Jen, when you're settled in, I told them that I was going to get you to come back in and do some readings.
Oh,
We
yeah.
can do a live with some readings. We're going to do members only, so members can come in and get read, and so that way you can take your time and read for them. Also, when we get Pamela, when you get in touch with Pamela, she's going to get in touch. Let's get her on so we can have this discussion with her. And but we don't want to discuss anything that might hurt that case.
Right.
Okay. So, I mean, even though they've got an indictment, they've got anything, I think second degree is not enough. I think it should be first degree. I
I
think
do
they should do
too.
life, or personally, but California have the death penalty, but they don't really carry out. They need to do it in Texas. They need to try them in Texas, but I know they can't do that. But yeah, I think first degree. I don't think second degree because I don't think it was intentional. Because anytime you're beating a kid like that or doing anything that's going to cause any type of harm to a kid, you have intent. It's intent
Yes.
to me.
And I was surprised that it was just second degree.
Yeah, it's intent. Now, whether they call it an accident, maybe one could be an accident, but two, I doubt it's an accident. Okay, it's not an
It
accident.
wasn't. No. Well, thank you
Thank you,
for
baby. I
having
haven't
me.
forgot about you either, ma'am. It's been I'm telling you guys, it's been a hell of a week. So, I just started month in, and I got to finish reports for this week, and then I start year in next week. It's a lot of cleanup that has to be done, and I am knee deep in it, and I am tired. Yes, thank you. It was intent. Thank you. It was intent.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look up the law for California as far as first degree. First degree. I'm not gonna say the word, but as far as first degree goes, I'm gonna look up the law in California. But the minimum they're facing is 36 years, which I don't think that's good enough. I think it needs to be a hell of a lot longer.
I do too.
So they need to be longer. I don't care. Those kids, the other kids have not been in their custody. I think, and I'm hoping that these kids know that there are people out there that are not going to harm them and do things to them. This is sad. It is really sad. Because I know if anybody hurts my grandkids or even I would take the charge for my sons, trust and believe that, because the kids need them, but I'll do the time.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. They charge them appropriately to make sure it sticks. Sometimes they
Okay.
overcharge. Yep. Sometimes they overcharge. They do. And I can't stand that. I'm like, why are you not charging them for the crime? But they reach and then they get a not guilty verdict. Are you kidding me? Yes. So they're charging for the crime. Hi, Willie. Hi, welcome. Thank you, Pamela, for being here. My contact information is on my page. You can contact me anytime. Jen has your information as well. Yeah, one can be an accident. Two is intent. That's what it is. One is an accident. Two is intent. I think they got into that. They finally got that house. They closed on that house. Something happened. She lost her temper. I'm telling you, she's the one that did this. She did it.
No, she is. I've always felt that. I've always said that. She did it. And her husband is just a little yes man.
Ooh, I feel we would get justice from the inmates. I feel so too, but I want them to spend every bit of that time. Every bit of that time. And the fact that okay, before I leave out of here, when Wanda West lied and said they turned over the other 4 kids to CPS for their safety, when you have a federal official come out and say, no one turned over any kids to us, they took those kids into protective custody. Why would you come out and make a lie like that? Just, girl, woman, shut the F up. Shut up. You know your son was guilty. You knew that daughter-in-law of yours was guilty. So, yeah, they're going to get exactly what they deserve.
No,
and then lying to me, thank you. She just saw them. Nobody saw those kids from the time they moved into that home. No one saw those kids. And then the people at the apartment complex, they said they hadn't seen those kids in a while as well. They saw the other 4 kids, but they hadn't seen those 2 little boys. Ooh. Well then. Oh my goodness. Oh yes. Jen, you got to take care of Pamela for me because we got to get Pamela here. Look,
oh, I will.
Pamela. And I'm going to tell you one more time. You look great. You look relaxed. You just look wonderful.
Well, thank
I
you.
see you're still unpacking, right? Are you still
unpacking?
Unpacking?
Oh yeah.
I see boxes.
Yep, I'm still unpacking. That's okay. I got the rest of my life.
Yep, you look good. You really do.
Thank you. So do you.
You got color, girl. I'm tired. You can see that right now, but I've canceled 2 nail appointments. Okay, I got to go get my nails done because my nails have grown and need to get cut. I need to clip them down. So I'm going to probably do that Friday. I'm going to do it Friday.
Well, it'll make you feel better.
Yeah, I need to go get my nails taken care of.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pamela, for being there. And give Ro our condolences, please. Please let her know that, she has our deepest condolences for the loss of her mom. But
horrible.
We're going to end it there. I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss. I am at a loss right now. And the only thing that I can keep thinking about is those little boys are in a better place.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate the fact how they got there. Thank you, Dorothy. I hate how they got there, but they're in a better place and they are together. As you keep saying, they are together. And it's just sad. It's very sad. So we'll see what they find out. I'm going to keep checking now. This is on my radar. This is hot. I have tagged myself for the local news station there for any updates. I've tagged myself at the police station to be notified. Oh. Yeah, they shouldn't have died in vain, but I can see the oldest one protecting his little brother. I can just see that.
Mm-hmm.
They may fight each other, but they're not going to let anybody trying to hurt them. And they're protecting each other. It's sad. And the fact that you didn't even vet the grandmother, you didn't vet this house. I said it before I even knew, but Wanda, that paperwork went through too fast.
Yeah. And
Oh my God, Pamela, they share the same birthday.
oh,
Hi, KK. Oh my goodness. Well, guys, we have been going at this, and I know it's a lot, but I don't want to drain. I'm gonna keep digging. I'm gonna see what happens at the press conference tomorrow. I want to see if they're going to talk about any of the evidence that they do have. So I will be watching for that. And we're going to see what we can do to get Pamela here so we can have a discussion on this.
oh, that'd
Just
be
to-
great.
Yeah. So, yeah, this story has been heartbreaking for a while, and I understand that there's now movement with Summer Wells's case. Her mother and father have now lawyered up, which is weird because she just had him arrested for domestic abuse again. So this whole case is crazy. I do believe that the father has something to do with Summer's mother, sister Rose disappearance. I do believe that. There's
That
movement.
I've been following because
Oh, you've
as
been
soon as I
following
saw
too?
that
Okay.
on TV, I said he did it. There's something wrong with that man.
Yep. And I think he did it. I think he's beat his wife into submission. I look at her, she looks like a shell of a person.
Yeah.
And that house
does.
is totally disgusting and nasty. And they took those kids from them as well. So I have to keep checking on Summer Wells. Murdaugh, there's a lot of stuff going on there. I remember when I first started covering that case, nobody was covering it. Now everybody's covering it. It's all over the news.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, the dad did it. The dad did it, or the mom, or the dad did it, because it's just all of a sudden she took the mother to the doctor, then he went to the swimming hole. I don't want to hear all them lies. People, shut up.
Yeah. I know. I agree.
Thank you, Reckless. I appreciate you being here. So we're gonna do that, and I just need to get back into doing what I like to do, and this is what I like to do. I like some reality, but I love true crime.
Well, I do too, but I try not to watch too much of it because it gets me really upset.
So I am going to cover Jelani Day, I have a problem with these young Black men and women that are missing, including, and then I see the coverage that they did for Gabby, and they didn't do the coverage for these people. So that really pisses me off too.
Well, it does, because
Yeah.
why should we look for one more than the other?
Yep. So, and there is a group called Indigenous Missing. I need to go find it again. I wrote it down, but there's this whole movement going on right now. What's been going on, but with the move that I did and everything else, I just stopped paying attention to it. So now I got to get back into doing that. And I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. Jen, definitely want to thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
And yes, I'm
And
gonna.
we'll be in touch, Heidi.
Okay.
You and I got catching up to do.
Yes, just like Lena. Yes. And it's another case. The young man that went missing when he was on an archaeological dig. I got to get back into that. His family did a GoFundMe to get a private investigation going, and they've raised so much money. And the cops keep thinking that he wandered off, but they found his car, and this kind of shit just pisses me off. And I hate to curse, but it makes me mad. It just makes me mad to see how certain people are treated. And but we know. So
Yes,
I'm going to be doing that. So I will be focusing on what I want to do. And Jen, we're going to have to talk when you get some time. And you normally call me when I'm cooking. And I always seem to be either making salmon when I talk to you. So
I don't know what, maybe because I don't care for salmon. I don't know. Maybe that's,
I'm always cooking salmon and fish when I'm talking to you.
but maybe that's somebody telling me I should eat more of it. but I don't like it.
Yes, it was in Arizona, sweetie. And but yes, I think I still have him because I covered him a bit, and I got to go back to see what's. Oh, and then with the young man that was on The Walking Dead, they're now saying that there's foul play there. So I've been checking it out. I've been reading this young man right here. He walked away. They're saying that he walked away from a dig. He's been missing. And I covered him. Now I got to go back and look and see what's going on with him now. So I'm going to go back into doing what I like to do. And that his name is Daniel Robinson. That is Daniel Robinson. So I would go back to doing what I like to do. But that's Daniel Robinson is his name. So I will be. I love salmon. And this is now Ash Wednesday. I'm not giving up anything for Lent because I can never stick to what I said I'm gonna give up. So I will be trying to stick to my fish every Friday, which I do it anyway. I might slip a couple of Fridays, but God knows my
When I
heart is
call
good.
you on Fridays, you better be cooking fish.
That's what I normally eat on Fridays anyway. I eat
Oh, good.
fish.
See?
I eat fish and shrimp just about every Friday.
Oh, I love
Fish and
shrimp.
Yep. I have lots of shrimp, lots of fish. I need to go back to Costco probably next week to get, because they have the Gulf shrimp and they have them in a big pack, and I can get like 2 pounds out of each tray. Yeah. So I'll have to go get that. But I'm going to see you guys later. It is now 7:51. My time. I need to go take a bath. I'm going to cancel my members only live. I need to take care of something. So I appreciate each and every one of you. And my phone is going off. I really do. I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys have a great night. I love all of you guys. And I will be seeing you tomorrow. Good night. Bye.
Bye. Bye.